Hi guys, thanks for joining me. This is your daily tarot reading for Thursday, the 3rd of May, 2018. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Witch's Tarot, and I'm going to choose 3 cards to give you an insight into what the day is about and what energy you'll be working with. So let's have a look. So we have the Ace of Wands, the High Priest, and the Lovers. Oh, lovely. Okay, so wow. Ace of Wands is a blessing from the universe. It is the element of fire, and it's the ace of that suit. So it's the highest, most powerful form of that suit. This is Wands, and that's the element of fire. And fire has to do with passion, life purpose, a sense of growth, moving on in life, doing things which are fun and creative and beautiful. Also achieving a sense of freedom through the work that you're doing and really living life to the fullest. Being present in each moment, having good days and getting things moving, throwing events and connecting with other people and really generating a lot of excitement and fire in life. People who have a lot of fire in their astrology charts are often the people who kind of bring the fun to the situation, the people who organize parties and who throw funny dinner events, those kind of people. So the Ace of Wands has to do with all that positive energy, but it also has to do with life purpose. It has to do with recognizing what you're really meant to do in this lifetime. It's like the sun rises and breaks through the clouds, and it's this hallelujah aha moment. We see the wand on top of the hill overlooking the city, and the freedom that gives you by recognizing this in yourself. This is what I'm meant to do. It just kind of, the clouds move to the side and it's suddenly revealed, this inner secret. And because you have that knowledge, you have the freedom to really fly and to thrive. So you see things from a bigger perspective here with the Ace of Wands, and you really get a wonderful understanding of what makes your soul sing. The next card is the High Priest. The High Priest is the Hierophant in the regular tarot. And the Hierophant is a card that represents institutions and things being recognized in a legal sense, in a religious sense, in an institutional sense. So if you think about yourself as an individual, a school, a government, a hospital, those are all institutions that are outside of yourself, and those are represented by the High Priest. So he holds the keys to really making something real in this real world. So he adds validation and significance to certain circumstances. Like if you go to university, you learn about dentistry, and at the end of it, you get a certificate. You get a piece of paper that says you now have a Bachelor of Science in dentistry, and you're able to practice, and you're now qualified and validated by whatever organization you studied at. So that's what the High Priest can do for you. It can really take this passion, red cloak, and take spirit and ideas and turn them into reality. It's like the keys to turning something from a life purpose, something that's very personal and private, and turning the key and opening the door to the public sphere, to larger organizations and groups, and taking your passion and bringing it into the real world and having it validated by other people. Finally, we have the Lovers. And the Lovers is very similar to the Ace of Wands in a sense, because the Lovers is 2 people coming together, and these are soulmates. They're meant to be together. So we've got this man and this woman, they're meeting, and we've got this angel in the background looking over the situation in a kind of validating that in a sense, because these two are meant to be together. It's divinely guided. So we have kind of a day here where the universe is giving you a sense of detachment and perspective. Here the clouds part. Here's something that you love is really supported by the universe, and also the powers that be here on planet Earth are, the doors are thrown open via the universe as well. He sits between these two pillars. He's beyond good and evil. There's something divine going on, and because of that, you really have an opportunity here to succeed or to understand something about yourself truly, deeply, and to feel it, or to actually take something then that you do feel and that's meaningful to you and to put it into practice in the real world. So all of this is about being in the right place at the right time, having a great insight into what you're meant to be doing, immediately following that up with practical ways of getting it done, and then really falling in love with the situation that you're in. So this is a daily reading. So on this day, you could understand that you want to change course in your career. So you immediately look up universities that you could go to study that and enroll very quickly, and you will love the course that you're taking because it's something that comes from a real place of enjoyment and fire. Today you could recognize that you're truly madly in love with your husband, and he fills you with a sense of fun, and he's really your soulmate. And you're married already, but because you appreciate him so much and you recognize what an amazing man you've got in your life today, you plan something fun for the two of you to do. So you go visit a beautiful garden, and you have a romantic afternoon sitting under a tree and just enjoying yourself and being romantic and intimate, and enjoying the kind of structure and solidity that you have in your life. So it's a day of recognition. It's a day of getting in touch with yourself, your true self, and then having the actual know-how to implement that in the real world and to end up in a really happy place. So I hope that gives you an idea of what you're working with. If you are someone who struggles, like if you have heard this before and it's like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be able to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing with my life today. I've heard that one before and I still don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. In my private readings, I use the tarot and I use astrology and numerology, and I combine them, and that gives me a really nice overview of you as a spiritual being. It shows me why you've come into this lifetime and what your life purpose is. So if you struggle detaching and getting that outside perspective, even though it's supported today through the energy, if you still struggle, maybe something's gone awry and you've got a block towards looking within. Maybe you're not at that place where you can look at yourself because maybe you despise yourself, or maybe you feel guilty, or maybe you have problems being honest with yourself, whatever it may be. So I can look at what your life purpose is. I can look at vocationally what you're going to fall in love with and what's going to work. It shows me what's destined for you in terms of career, employment, whether you're employed or self-employed, what's better for you, love life, health, family relationships, spiritual progress. And I can also look at what's coming up in each one of those areas in the future. So if you're interested in that, then please visit the website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading, and I'll be in touch with the schedule to get you booked in. Number-wise, we've got an ace, which counts as 1, and the high priest is 5, so that's 6. And then we have another 6, which is 12. 1 and 2 is 3, and 3 is new beginnings, and communication in numerology. So you're communicating with the universe. That's why you have this larger perspective, and you see. There's a really great German expression that doesn't really translate. I don't know what the English equivalent is, but it's being able to look beyond the rim of your plate. like your dinner plate, if you have that in front of you, and if you're able to look over the end of the plate and look at the table and the room and the street, and to just open your mind and to look at the bigger picture rather than just what's right in front of you. Okay, so you're able to see more, and as a result of that seeing, you're able to make a fresh start. So I hope you have a wonderful day. If you do want to get in touch, it's the website gregoryscott.com. Please remember to subscribe, and I will speak to you tomorrow.